And welcome back to Tia's Coloring Chronicles. Today we are going to be working on the grass. Sounds like a good idea, right? Those little grass and little things. So we need a nice little green. I don't like that green. Not for grass anyway. Maybe. We'll put that in the maybe section. Let's see. Oh no, I can already tell you that's not what we want. Oh! Dropping pencils. Maybe. I think that's what we're going to make the bushes. I think that's going to be some highlighting. What's this one? Yes. All right. So how's everybody doing today? I am doing well. Remember that we are using the hashtag itsallaboutjadesummer on social media. Remember to check out my co-host channels, and they are Anne from A Colorful Life, Coloring with Donna, Nisi at Dollar Diva, and Michelle from Coloring with Cats and Chats with Michelle. They are all doing It's All About Jade Summer as well. Remember that Jade Summer has a Facebook group. So we have been having some really weird weather in central Illinois. It is December, well, I guess now it's January, and it has been in the 50s some days. We've had snow, I think, we've only had snow one day where it actually stuck. And then we've had some flurries a few days here and there. We have had some days that it's dipped down in the 30s, but usually by now you walk outside and your lungs hurt because it's so cold. But not this year. Minion Spivey, you stop that. Everything's fine. I got my new scrubs in the other day, and they have tons of pockets, so I'm super happy about that. Trying to figure out what I want for my birthday. My husband's given me a $40 spending limit. Which that's fine. Because usually if I want something, I just buy it for myself anyway, so. Anybody want to take a guess what I'm probably going to ask for? I'll give you a hint. You probably don't need one. But I'm doing it right now. So probably ask for coloring books or coloring supplies. Well, that turned out really nice, didn't it? I like that green. I am going to go back through with that one color and highlight some stuff, I think. Which color was that I was going to use to highlight? Do you remember? Wasn't that one. It was that one. So let's go back and just add some. I don't know what Minion's barking at, but she keeps looking out the alley and barking like there's somebody out there. And she does that occasionally. She thinks she saves us from everything from the mailman to litter running down the street. Minion's all like, I'm gonna save you guys. Guys, watch it. Watch it. Hold on. Do you see it? Do you see it, guys? Need to make sure you see it. And we're like, yes, Minion, we see it. The big Reese's wrapper's gonna get us. Ooh. Good dog. Yes, the neighbor that has lived beside you your entire puppy life is going to suddenly turn into a mass murderer and kill us all. Ooh, thanks for saving us, Minion. But, you know, she's doing her job. Which is funny because, check this out. So a couple months ago, I have a habit because my husband works second shift. So he gets off at 11. And so a couple months ago, I'm sitting on the couch and I had texted my husband that I needed pull-ups for Briar, that we were out and to pick him up on his way home. He tells me no problem. And at this point, it's like 11:05. So like 2 minutes later, I hear the front door start to open and nobody comes in. I'm like, okay, that's weird. So, and the dogs didn't bark or nothing. So I go outside and usually a lot of times I like unlock my door when I know it's close to time to Charles get home, which I don't do that anymore. And here's the reason why. So I go outside thinking, okay, maybe like the lock's not working somehow or whatever. And I take a step outside on the porch and leaning against my car is this drunk guy who had just tried to walk into my house. And so I ask him what he was doing. It took me like 2 or 3 times to ask him what he was doing to get his attention. And then he said that some guy told him to come here. And he proceeded to, when I was like, no, they didn't, not this house. And he's like, yes, they did. And I'm like, well, I'm telling you right now that you don't need to be here. He's like, he told me to come here. I'm like, I don't care who told you to come here. I'm telling you right now, you don't need to be here. And at this point, like my kid is like coming out on the porch to, I don't know, to investigate what mom's doing. So I'm telling him to get back inside. Oh, and to top this all off, we have like swords abundant in this house because we are nerdy people. Not where the kid can get to them. Don't worry. But what did I choose to defend my house and family with? You guys will love this. A sandal. I picked a sandal up off the floor to go and investigate this because it was odd enough for me to think that maybe something's up, but it still might be my husband. So I come inside and I call my husband and tell him he needs to come home now. And then I call the cops. And when the cops get here, we find my fence has been undone. And my back door's been tried to get into. So this guy, like, tried to get into my house not once, but twice. And all I could think is, here I am, home alone, with a toddler. I normally unlock my doors, and I didn't this time. And if this guy had gotten in through the back door, like, who knows where I would have been in relation to the tiny human. Like, I could have been in the bedroom. He could have been in the living room. There could have been him, this just random drunk guy separating me from my kid. And that was terrifying to me. Like, I spent the rest of the night literally pacing the house, going from, like, window to window. Because I was so freaked out about this guy getting into the house. I mean, and I get that part of it was irrational, that he was drunk and probably had his directions mixed up from whoever told him to come here or whatever. But it was scary. You know, and then, like, when drunk people are put in situations that, you know, they're not expecting, or he realizes he's in the wrong house, you know, what do they do to cover that up? It was terrifying. It was terrifying. So now I don't unlock the door until I see my husband's car pull up into the drive. Like, no more unlocking it 20 minutes early and hanging out on the couch. Nope. It does not get unlocked until I see his car pulling up. And sometimes it doesn't even get unlocked then. Sometimes I just forget to undo it. But I'm just glad that for whatever reason that night I didn't unlock the door. Because let me tell you, that is scary, scary stuff. I think I'm going to go with the lighter green for the other ones. So that is my terrifying story of the day of how somebody almost walked into my home and, you know, maybe kind of sort of maybe would have axe murdered me. I don't know. Probably not, but could have. And how I decided to defend my home with a sandal. When there was, like, literally, like, 5 swords within easy reach, I go for the sandal. Oh. Yeah. Fun times, fun times. Yeah, I think that looks good. I think I'm going to go ahead back and do that little... So what do you guys think? Do you think these are mountains or glaciers? Because I'm thinking glaciers. I'm thinking about doing the sky in kind of grayish blue colors because it looks kind of overcast to me. And this only happened, well, it happened this past summer, so like 6 months ago or something like that, maybe 7. Briar will be turning 4 here shortly. And he said he wanted a remote control robot for his birthday. And we are going over to his grandfather's house and hosting his birthday party there, so his cousins can come and join him, because we have a small tiny house and they have a slightly bigger tiny house. And sometimes it's just easier with my dad to go to him than have him come to you. So that way. And then we're going to host a birthday party there. We're going to have pizza. And I'm going to make him a Hot Wheels cake. And I'm thinking what I'm going to do for the cake is I'm going to make it and then I'm going to sprinkle like Oreos along the trail to make like a road, and then park 2 cars on the road. And then like take some Chip Ahoy cookies and like line the road, like maybe like their tires or something. It's kind of like what I have in my head going on for this. So we'll see how that works out in reality when I decide to actually bake this cake. I was going to just order the cake, but the bakeries around here no longer offer a Hot Wheels theme, and I tried to talk my son into a construction theme, because they still do construction theme, but he wasn't having it. It was Hot Wheels or nothing. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll figure something out. To be honest, it saves us money, but I am, with the exception of apple pudding, I'm just not, okay, I don't like being in the kitchen. I'm going to be straight up 100% honest. I don't like it. Like, every once in a while, the moon shines just right, and the goddess of some domestic goddess spirit takes over on me, and I'm like, I'm going to make the bestest, most fanciest dinner ever. And I do, and I achieve my goal, and I feel super proud of it. And then that spirit leaves me for the next 6 months. However, everybody in the house has had a really awesome seafood chowder in that time. Which I've super been craving lately. So maybe that time will be hitting soon that I'll be like, yes, we 100% must cook chowder. And I also make this, I don't know how to describe it. It's like French onion soup, but I add this reduced mushroom morel sauce to it with dried morels, and you reconstitute them. And I use a lot of the times what I refer to as my imaginary taste buds, which basically is in my mind I throw together whole ingredients and then I don't know how to describe it, except I pretend to taste them and then decide whether they'll taste good or not. And that's how I come up with most of my unique recipes, is go, yeah, that'll go. And that's kind of how I ended up with this onion and mushroom soup, was pretend taste buds. And I never make a recipe twice because I never write it down. Alright, I'm thinking we're going to do these little bitty flowers in purple. Purple. I think I want kind of a, ooh, I want that purple. It's kind of pinky purple. Yes. Oh, that's pretty. Pretty pretty. So what are your guys' favorite recipes? Is there anything that you guys make that you're super proud of? My husband likes my meatloaf, but like I said, it's never the same recipe twice, so I don't know why he likes it. I want to keep those, I think I want to keep those white, so I don't think I'm actually going to color those. In fact, I might take that little bit of green out of it that I have in there. Let's see. Nope, didn't put it up. I don't know if you guys have seen these, but these are actually from Faber-Castell, and they're erasers. And I have found them to be super duper handy to getting into those little bitty places. And if I want to, I can shave that down a little bit and really get in there, but I'm not being that picky right now. I am a slow colorer. Oh, I forgot that bush in the back, didn't I? Well, I think we're going to make it that darker color. Yeah. There we go. I love grayscale. It's such pretty results, such kind of minimal work. It is the best. Okay. We have a few more minutes, then I have to call it, guys. So let's do some of these rocks, which of course we're going to do brown. Oh, that one's like purpley brown. That's not going to work for us at all. What do I got? Yeah, we can go with that. My jar of pencil shavings is coming along nicely. My husband took a half day off work, so he's home tonight. That's what the dogs were growling about earlier. He saw me filming, so he decided to come in through the back door. Bless him. And the dogs were like, nope, nope, not having it, Dad. Of course, they'll bark for their dad coming in the back door, but they won't bark for a complete stranger trying to enter the house. Go figure. The stranger didn't even have steak or treats or nothing. Crazy dogs. Me and my husband have done some serious... Oh, I'm liking that. I've been doing some serious thinking about moving to another town. There's a town not too far from us called Peoria that we've done some serious consideration into moving to. We just haven't quite decided yet. I think we've pretty much settled on moving there. I was originally aiming for somewhere like Oregon or Washington, but I think we've pretty much settled on Peoria in the next couple of years. Okay, I think I can do that as rock and that as rock a little bit under his belly, and then I have to decide if these are mountains or glaciers. Because to be honest, I don't know. Y'all know? Because I don't know. Ask my husband's opinion. Be like, are these glaciers? Are they mountains? Do I color them brown? Do I color them blue? Give me a hint here, Scooby-Doo. And our time is almost up. I try to keep these videos around half an hour. Anne said to get me I mentioned on one of my comments, to get an SD card, but I looked and I don't think my phone supports SD cards. Because I couldn't find a place to open to slide one in. Because I have a few laying around. But just means we get to chat with this one too. Okay, I think I'm going to finish this little rock. Hey, Charles. Come here. We're having a debate. This area, right through here. Do you see it? See it?
Okay, this looks like glacier.
See, that's what I thought
down there at
maybe.
the bottom, but maybe mountain and waterfall up higher.
See, no,
I don't know.
I think it's all one of the, because it has the same kind of lines and stuff, so I think it's all the same. I think it's glacier. Do you think it's glacier?
Yeah, I'd go glacier.
I think I'm going to go glacier. Well, the husband has cast his votes, ladies and gents. It's glacier. And we are at 30 minutes, so I'm going to finish up this rock. And we will call it. And then I will add some highlighting and stuff to it the next time. So, I'm calling it here. Until we meet again, live well.